Welcome to RUBI AI, your all-in-one AI content creation platform. Let's get you started in just a few minutes. First, meet IntelliChat, your gateway to 9 of the top AI chatbots all in one place. And don't worry if you don't know how to make a prompt. Use some of our 150 plus modules to get incredible content and insights. Simply answer the questions, check boxes and radio buttons, and you are on your way. Need ideas? This is a great place to start. Next, there's Personify for creating detailed personas and target audiences. This assures your time creating content is worthwhile, creating engagement and conversions. Worried about originality? Well, Spy detects plagiarism and AI-generated content. Now, you may also wish for your content to avoid AI detection, and that is where it goes to humanize your content, hiding it from those AI detection softwares. Our virtual studio is where we make stunning visuals and audio come to life. For visuals, our image and video labs combine the best AI image engines in the world, giving you limitless creativity. Is your image almost there, but not quite? Don't worry. Our AI-powered image enhancement tools are here to save the day. Our voice lab brings text to speech, speech to text, and over 1,000 pre-built voices to choose from, and even voice cloning capabilities. And RUBI Music, it creates original royalty-free tunes with or without vocals in mere seconds. And the best part? Everything's integrated into RUBI Canvas Plus, your central workspace. To start, simply click the Create button or choose your favorite feature type from the left-hand menu of the dashboard. Then select an existing project or create a new one and let RUBI AI guide you through each step. With RUBI AI, you're not just using AI, you're mastering it. Your journey to unreal content creation starts right now.
All right. Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. My name is Robert Sacco. I am a co-founder of Flex AI and the founder of RUBI AI. And we're excited about being able to share with you what you just got to see, which is one platform with all of the major ways of using AI for one low subscription price, all working seamlessly together to create the best content and the best way of using AI. So if you're not familiar with AI, you're going to get a little bit more than what you just saw, but I hope that gives you a quick overview of about what I'm going to share with you a little bit today. And then we're also going to talk tonight a little bit about why it's important to see the business opportunity that is attached to this, because when we chose, we literally made a decision to go network marketing with this product, not because of any other reason than it opens up a way for us to teach and train it better than anywhere else. And we'll talk about that opportunity because when we made that choice, it opens it up for millions of people around the world to be part of a business revolution that they wouldn't normally be able to be a part of. And so let's get started and kind of sharing with you why it's important to have AI, why we brought RUBI to market, and where is it going. So the very first thing, I guess, would be to understand where AI is. And that's literally in everything, and it's moving extremely fast. 4 or 5 years ago when we were using it, it was still difficult. You had to have code to kind of go and get to the fact of it. And then in 2023, ChatGPT brought it and broke the ceiling to where it became a household name and every single person could then start to use it. But it's still complicated, and there's still hundreds of millions of people all over the world that are in the ages of 25 to 65 plus that are in the workforce that don't know how to use AI. They're just starting to understand it. And there's a lot more to it than just ChatGPT. If you look at the thought leaders that are out in the world today, and I love to look at Gary Vee because he knows how to use technology to go and be forward thinking and see how he can implement that into not just business, but into life. He's out there telling people today, if you aren't using AI every single day, whether you think you need it or not, you are going to get left behind. And he's not saying that AI is replacing you. What he's saying is that it is making people 20 times more productive and effective than those that do not know or use AI. And I think it can't be any more blunt than the way that Mark Cuban put it, which is if you are in business and you are not using AI, you are going to fail. So that was the whole reason why we created Ruby, is because we understood that there was this big gap of people who needed to know how to use it. It needed to be simple. It needed to be where you didn't have to have any pre-existing idea of how to use AI or even how AI works, that you just needed a way that you could actually go get the benefits by doing something that you already know how to do. And that's why we created Ruby. And Ruby actually stands for Relational Understanding Based Interaction, which means that the more you use Ruby, the Ruby is going to be more to you, and you get to be able to mold her to do whatever it is that you're trying to get done, whether it's to talk to a specific audience, whether it's to create content and insights for you to make great decisions. Maybe it's about making a meal plan or getting into shape, and you need to know how that is, and it's catered directly to you. Whatever it is, the possibilities are found inside of Ruby. Now, the other thing about Ruby that I'll start to tell you a little bit is you saw the video at the beginning. It gives you a pretty big overview of how easy it is to use. And it has all these capabilities in it. But it's also one of the things that we're super proud of are the 4 patent pending applications inside of Ruby. And IntelliChat, you'll go into that here in just a second. Personify, Closer, and Canvas Plus. These are our 4 patent pending applications that are inside of Ruby to secure the market superiority and to mark our territory in the world of AI. And that is something that you all can attach yourself to as a brand influencer, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. So let's talk about who Ruby is actually for. Who should be using Ruby? Why should they use it? And literally, it is everyone. From the 4th grader, my daughter's in 4th grade, or she's in 5th grade now, but in 4th grade, we used it to do all kinds of amazing tutoring. It's like a 24/7 tutor. For students, high school, college, this is a no-brainer. And it's not to cheat, it's to get you to be able to learn what's going to be required of you to go into the real world. And not only that, is we offer things in this that literally will make your life so much easier and faster to get the research so you can spend more time learning how to make it your own. And I always will say that AI does good products, but you plus AI makes great products. And it's good for everyone. And I'm going to go through a couple of use cases today where you can understand maybe how you could implement it into your life. And it might not be the perfect use case for you, but you can start to implement all the different pieces and see how you can use it into your life. Now, I also will say that you don't have to be in business. This was designed and created so that you could use it in all aspects of your life, whether it's be communications with writing emails or helping maybe time management. Could be that you just want to make life easier in all the aspects that you have, work, business, personal life. All of it's handled in one application. You don't have to have 7 different subscriptions. You need one. So let's take a look at a use case. The first use case will be Sarah Kahn. She is a passionate gardener who wants to have her knowledge shown out into the world. She wants to do that through creating a blog and starting getting people to come into that blog. And so one of the main things that you need to do that, obviously, is content and the way that you can take your information out to market. So let's just kind of walk through it step by step. So the first thing that she's going to want to do is to go into Personify, which, as you saw before, it allows you to go in and create a target audience and a persona that is as wide and as narrow as you want it to be based upon 3 different ways of getting information. Now, you don't have to know anything about marketing, but it's pretty simple and easy to understand that if you're not speaking to the right audience that has an interest in what you're trying to talk about, they could care less. And if you're also talking to somebody who really cares about what you're talking about, but you're not talking to them in the way that they need to hear it to actually comprehend or to engage it, then you've also wasted your time. And that's why you can come in and put in a little bit about your product or service or your company or your brand. And you can create this perfect personas that when you're creating content, with one click, you're actually writing to that brand voice and tone and to the motivations and pain points that you need to be answering. Now, you can also do that through a URL by finding maybe it's a competitor and you like the way that they're competing. You can go grab their persona and you can do it that way. You can also do it through social media, finding a good influencer that you like and you think would be great to your target audience. then there's no reason to go any further. Now, what she's going to do next is after she's got her whole persona created, and I kind of forgot that we had this part in there, so it's going to kind of show you everything that we just talked about. But everything in our platform is easy. If you can fill in checkboxes, drop downs, and small text fields with a little bit of information, you can do anything in the platform. And then you'll go through, you'll find your descriptions that best fit you, and then you'll be able to go even create an avatar so you can actually kind of know who it is that you're speaking to and what you're trying to talk to. Once you've done that, you actually have the whole persona, and you can go in and actually tailor that even further if you understand a little bit more where you want it to go. All of this is available, all driven by AI. And if you don't know anything about marketing, you don't ever have to worry about learning all this stuff about marketing because Personify has done that for you. Now, once you've got everything with your persona, the next piece that you're going to want to do is go into IntelliChat. And this is where we have all of the largest of the world's biggest chat bots. They can go in like ChatGPT 3.5, 4.0, all of the Anthropics, 3, Opus, 3, Haiku, 3.5, Sonnet, Instant. They're all here. And they're super easy to use. So you go in, you grab that, and you're looking for that persona that you just created. We can load that up. We can find the voice and tone that we want to create this information about. And then it's easy because you don't even have to know prompting. We actually have our own pre-built modules that are already written by professional prompt engineers. You don't have to know how to do great prompting. Go in, find it, put in a little bit about your topic, and the outline will be created for her blog. And now she understands exactly what she needs to do and how she needs to do it. And you don't even have to worry about having a way to get that text and put it all together because we have a built-in word processor right on the right side for you to go and put it all together. Now, after you're done with that, it's easy to go into other prompts because you can stack prompts on top of prompts or modules on top of modules. And now we can go in and we can go and decide how many words we want to elaborate on a specific place. It's super easy. And just with a click of the button, I now have it. Now, when I take my blog out to market, I also want to make sure that it's not going to be seen by AI detection because that's how Google's going to lower down my score for my SEO. We have a tool for that. We also have a way to make sure that the readability is good on the product because the better the readability, the more Google loves it. So then you want to humanize it because you don't want it to be seen by AI detection software. So with a click of the button to humanize it, you literally can then go and take it below the AI detection software. It's so easy to get the best product out there. Now, after she's done creating the blog, the next thing that she wants to do is she wants to start to build the blog. And she can do that inside of Canvas Plus because it lets her go in, put all the text together that she's created, put in the images that she's created inside of here as well. And then she's ready to do the next step, which is to go and take it to market through one-click posting, whether it be a blog to your WordPress, whether it be a blog to Medium, or maybe it's to your social media channels. You can connect those, and with one click, you can push your market or your product straight to the market. Now, you can also schedule when that goes out, so you can actually build months in advance to go out and get your content there. And the thing about this is that it's all in one application. You never have to leave. Now, lots of their different use cases. I'm going to go through them very quickly because you can see them. Whether you want to go and create a 12-month marketing plan, you want to go and create logos and improve on logos, you can do that in here. If you want to go in and actually just build beautiful images, tired of looking for the best perfect photo, well, you don't have to. You can go and create your own in our image lab. And we have so many different options that you can do, again, to take it back to market. Whether you're creating sermons or you're going out and creating public speaking, it's the same thing. Through the 9 different chat models, you can go out and get amazing stuff, create unbelievable imagery. And we also have something called anchoring, where you can actually take product that you really know is trusted material. Let's say you have an HR manual, or maybe you have some text that you know that you believe that has no bias, and it's something that you want to use. You just upload that as a PDF or text file, and then you can get trusted content coming from that specific deal. It's called anchoring, and it's all inside of that. And now what's amazing is when you start to look at the price point that Ruby is going to the market with. For as low as $20 a month, you get everything that we just talked about. Every one of our subscriptions comes with every one of our services that you just saw. and it starts as low as $20 a month. Now, the difference between them is the amount of words and credits. So let's just talk about words and credits. So anything that deals with words goes against the word bank. And then anything that deals with images or, one-time clicks, those are going to be using credits. And the reason why we love this is because you decide where your money is spent. You don't have to spend a dime to have any of the special services. You get all of those. But then where are you going to spend your tokens? Where are you going to spend your credits? That's up to you. Now, we also have in every one of our subscriptions 4 chats that are inside of IntelliChat that are absolutely unlimited free use. That's Chat GPT 3.5, Claude 3 Haiku, which just came out a couple months ago. It's amazing. Claude Instant, it's so fast. And then also Google Gemini. You will have access to those and use them unlimited, and then don't go against your word bank. And then the other words are usually a 1-by-1. Claude Opus is actually a 3x1. But they will tell you everything that you need to know as you get going. Now, if you look at the different packages, there's obviously the starter package. It doesn't give you a whole lot of credits, but if you're just doing social media posts, this is a great place for you. But if you're going to be doing blogs and you want to do images and videos and everything else, then you really need to be at the premium or premium plus levels. That's where you can get your best. And here's the another thing. We have 2 things that really do help really make our subscription something special. And the first one is the ability to, at the end of the month, if you run out of credits or words, you can literally just go buy what you need without having to up your monthly subscription. Now, the other thing that you can need to know is that this is not a use it or lose it type of subscription. This subscription carries over what is not used. So if you didn't use it this month, it will carry over to the next month. And it carries words and credits up to 2 million words for you and up to 1,000 credits for you. After that, they don't carry over anymore. But you can rest assured that when you need those credits that you didn't use before, they are there for you. You didn't just waste your money. That was something that it was important for me to get in there because that's something that has been happening forever with subscriptions. And I just didn't think it was fair. So that's our key product called RUBI AI. It's phenomenal. We'll do anything that you can think of, and it's only getting better by the day. So let's now talk about the business, because I believe that this is one of the best business opportunities you can have when you have the hottest technology in the world that's changing the world in a way that nothing's ever changed the world. And it's changing it so fast that people need to have a service like this that puts it all together, gives them all the capabilities, lets them understand how to use it, and makes it simple, where they don't have to learn how to do all these commands and codes and prompts. It just is easy. Checkboxes, drop downs, radio buttons, and maybe a few sentences. And you can have unbelievable content and actually grow your audiences, help build your business. Maybe it's just about doing great communications. I'll tell you one of the best ways I use it was with our HOA, writing letters. It's one of the fastest, best ways to do it. You'll find a million ways to use it. But so will everybody else that's around you that you know. And that was why we decided to go through network marketing for 2 reasons. One, we could teach and train this and really get people to understand so that once they understand how to use this and implement it into their life, they won't want to lose anything with RUBI. Now, the second reason is because we want people to be able to share it, to let someone know, hey, this is out there, this is work. Because a lot of people still haven't even figured out about AI. Now, I saw a statistic the other day that was really interesting. It was that 40% of people in the United States have used AI in some way, shape, or form. And the great thing about that is that only about 5% actually use it for anything that's really of meaning. The world is wide open. They just don't understand how powerful it can be and the capabilities that it can have. And that's why we wanted to go this direction, because this is how you break down that model. Now, we also know that we had to cater to maybe 2 different ways of building this business. And that's why we have a way that you can do it through only customer acquisition. Just like an affiliate model, you can go out and get nothing but customers. and we pay you 25% on every customer, on everything they purchase from the first month forever. Every time they order, that customer is yours for life. You make 25%. That's actually paid immediately into your back office as soon as the transaction's over. Now, the other way to build this is through a network of customer gatherers, where you're not having to gather every customer yourself, where you actually can go out and find a few other people that might want to actually make a business as well by sharing it and gathering customers. Not only are you able to do that and make money on your customers, but you're also able to make money on their customers. And it actually goes to infinity in the network of customer gatherers. It works like this. The customer bonus, you get 25%. The fast start bonus actually is another immediate way of getting paid. And that's when you go in and bring a new brand influencer into the business that wants to do it as a business. You earn up to 50% of what they brought in that first time. And then everything else runs into our 2-team pay or our binary. And all it is that simple. You have 2 teams. You put one left and one right, and you let them both grow. One of those teams you're going to have connected to your sponsor. And when they sponsor people, they will go underneath you, and you get to count that as your business volume as well. Now, this is the only part of our comp plan that has a cap. It caps at $20,000 per week. But the good news is that the commissions go down to infinity to get to that $20,000. It never stops. And of course, there's always more ways to make money because we have a limitless way of getting paid. And that's through our matching bonuses and our global pools and all kinds of other stuff you get after you get going. But it's very simple. You get going, either choose your direction. You want to do it with the customer acquisition. Maybe you want to do it with a network of customer gatherers. And maybe you just grab maybe 4 or 5 customers, and everyone else in your organization goes and gets 4 or 5 more customers and a couple of distributors. And you can see a very powerful network. And it's on a product that everybody needs and wants. And it's the best there is in the world. That's what you have to understand. There's nothing like Ruby in the entire planet. You get to have it, and you get to have it first to go to market. Now, there's one more thing that's special about us here at Flex, and it's something that's really down to the core of me, and that is our Web3 ecosystem called SELFLES. It's a way for us to create sustainable giving to the fight against human trafficking. It's something that's not cause marketing. I just want to be very clear. Nothing that I have against cause marketing. That actually does work to help both peoples, but the intent is very different than a social entrepreneurship platform that was designed from the very beginning to make sure that the passion was living within the culture of the brand of the company itself. And that's what we did with SELFLES, because it's something that's super passionate for me, because I don't want the people who are on the front lines fighting every single day to stop this atrocity. It's the largest crime in the world, to be raising money. I want them to be fighting and doing the fight. And so that's what SELFLES is. You'll hear more about that as we continue to launch out with Flex and with Ruby. But 10% of anything that comes in our door goes into SELFLES to fund the vetted charities, what we call frontline fighters and charities, to go out and do what they need to do without having to stop to raise money. Someone shouldn't be caught into slave labor or into sex trafficking because someone didn't have enough money to go and make it stop. And I believe that we can't stop the world's biggest problems by giving, but you can do it through consumption. And that is why we have SELFLES. So there you have it. I hope I've given you enough information tonight so that you can see a little bit about Ruby. We would love for you to be a customer. And if you're looking for a business opportunity, I'm not so sure that you'll ever find a business opportunity that's attached to a product that has so much viral international capabilities. You can build a huge international business right from your kitchen table. And you can do it without the world having to wonder, is this going to work or not work? It's immediate. You can see it work. You can get your hands on it, and it truly will blow your mind. If you're looking for a business opportunity, I encourage you to get with the person who sent you here, get any other questions you have answered, and then secure your place and get part of this, because we just launched on 7.7 version 2. You're at the very beginning of this new launch of a version 2 of this platform that this world has never seen. And there's power and there's opportunity at the beginning. So we hope that you've done it. Get with the person who sent you here, get in as a customer and try out that product, or jump in with us as a business. We can't wait to help you grow and be part of this amazing opportunity.